And we're live. Hey, everybody. Day 13. Day 13. 13 days with no food, praying every morning, religiously, you might say. Um, yeah, I'm a little tired today. Just how it goes sometimes. Worked in the backyard a little bit. Gonna be done some writing. Gonna be doing some more writing. Yeah, it's one of those days. So hope everyone's having a good day. I really honestly do. Um, if you're in one of the chats, I should open the Facebook one in case it's not showing since it does that. If you're in one of the chats, there we go. See if you're in one of the chats. Sound off. Let me know you're watching so that I can say, hey, if you have questions, please ask away. I'm happy to answer your questions about what's going on here. Um, I feel like I'm repeating myself every day now when I'm talking about because it's not like any kind of huge epiphany going. Epiphany. You know what? Epiphany. Can't speak. I did not have my water bottle here, so I'm a little bit parched. So, let's see. Today's, so 13 days. That means we have another 8 days after this. Eight more days. 8 more days. Um, that's not bad, right? 8 days. It sounds a lot worse than 21. No, it doesn't sound as bad as 21 days. Yeah, no problem. So, although my praying life is getting stronger, I'm praying a lot harder. I am praying, I guess, more often. Feel closer to God. I know it seems kind of weird. People say this kind of stuff all the time. It means absolutely nothing unless you actually experience it. But yeah, I am. I'm feeling closer to God, and I'm grateful for that. This morning was a little bit of a challenge. My vitamin didn't want to stay in my stomach. I absorbed probably most of it, but some of it had to come back up. It was not pleasant, but it was what it was. I'm doing all right though. I'm feeling okay. I'm just tired. I just don't have a whole lot of energy. I get kind of anxious. You know what I mean? Which is kind of weird because usually those two go together. When I'm like fidgety, usually it's because I have too much energy. Being fidgety with no energy is something I don't remember ever experiencing before, so I don't know what that's about. But hey, hey, who cares, right? We'll get that figured out long from now. Yeah, hi Pepper. Pepper Pot says hi, everybody. My calico here. She is spoiled rotten. Big fat happy cat. Big fat happy cat. She is. Yes, she is. So what's been going on? I am excited about my backyard. My backyard's going to be so pretty in spring. I'm looking forward to that. When I'm out there working in my garden, I really get to do a lot of thinking, introspection. I kind of, it's actually a time that I can sit there and feel like I can just talk to God while I'm just doing whatever. It's actually a good time. Let's see here. Oh, God's got jokes, right? God's got jokes because have you ever like just like ever like been conceited in your life or say something cocky or be like, oh yeah, look at that, I'm such a cool dude, and then something really stupid happens immediately, like you hit your head or you almost poke your eye out or you trip and fall on your face, right? That's someone reminding you that probably the thing that you were being cocky about wasn't necessarily mostly on you. Let's go back to where this happens in my life. So I have this wisteria plant that I've been growing for about 3 years, maybe yeah, 3 years, possibly longer. Anyway, I was trying to make a tree out of it. And it really, I found out that you can't make wisteria into a tree. It just wants to blah, blah. It doesn't have its own strength enough to hold itself up. So, so it was growing and growing and growing. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I was trying to figure out how I was going to decide to take it from the tree mode and move it to where I made it part of the overall gazebo or arbor, you might say. And then so I finally figured out how I was going to do that, decided a way to do that. I trimmed it all up, went and got it done. It's up there. It looks perfect. I'm like, it grew perfect. It is so awesome. Everything was so awesome. I'm all patting myself on the back. And then I immediately trip over and fall into my rose bushes. Immediately after that. So, yeah, that happens. That happens. I was reminded that not everything not everything that happens for convenience is within my power. So yeah, fasting has been rough. It's been really rough. I'm so looking forward to eating. So looking forward to eating. If you are going to fast for 21 days, you better be dead serious, because it is hard to get through those days. Hard, very hard, very, very, very hard. But you know, if you're a stubborn kind of person, you might just make it. And you know, since especially if you're suffering from God, He'll make sure you survive it. You know, so I have faith that I will not die, and I'm just gonna keep pushing through and doing my best to make sure that I do all the stuff I'm aware of to keep me healthy enough to where I'm not gonna like have an atrophied heart or something like that. And we'll be great. We'll be great. We'll be great. It'll be wonderful. Yeah, it will be what it will be, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, this is since you know, we only have a couple people watching, and I really don't have much, no big updates today. I'm just going to say thank you for coming. Thank you for checking in. 13 days. It's a struggle. If you do it, you will be spiritually fulfilled, and you will suffer along the way, because it is a suffer to do this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's the hardest thing I've ever tried, because I've done some really hard things in my life, but this is probably up there in the hardest things I've ever done in my life. So that said, I'm going to say adieu, and everybody have a wonderful Saturday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.